We begin tonight with breaking news out of Martin County. You are looking at live pictures where a brush fire has shut down I-95 in both directions. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jay Cashmere.
And I'm Shannon Cake. This brush fire is located right near Palm City, right around mile marker 107. This blaze is quickly spreading tonight, and there is zero visibility along the interstate where this fire is actively burning at this hour. News Channel 5's Evan Axelbank is live right now with what is happening at this hour. Evan?
Well, the big nemesis for firefighters right now is the wind. The wind is whipping about 20-30 miles an hour here, and you can see the proof here that 95 is shut down. Of course, thousands of cars take this road every single day, and right now it has been emptied out. The cars were told to get off the at exit 110 right now, which is Martin Highway. So the cars are emptying off there, and you can see the flame actually leapt over the roadway. The fire started in the woods that are just beyond, just east there of the highway, and it has been blowing across north now for the last couple of hours. You can see the very heavy presence that firefighters have here. Firefighters have come from St. Lucie and also from the city of Stuart to help out here in Palm City. And right now, there are about 100 acres being threatened now that are on fire. You can see the fire has been actually jumping over roads. Often during these wildfires, the roads will be used as kind of barriers and buffers to keep the fire from spreading. But in this case, the wind is just too strong, and you can see actually there, you can see flames cropping up there just on the west side of this roadway. So right now, firefighters tell me that they are just trying to get a handle on this one.
The winds are not working in our favor. They're just making this fire hop and jump all over the place. And we've got help from St. Lucie County, Division of Forestry's out here, and we've used all of our brush trucks in Martin County, so we're just trying to catch up with it. They're making plow lines right now, but they're jumping over the plow lines. It's just too windy.
So again here, the 95 has been blocked off at mile marker 110, exit 110, which is Martin Highway. Cars have been told to get off the highway, and there's been about 20 to 30 minutes of traffic at least for cars that are trying to get off, and it's even worse once you get off the highway.
Evan, do you know how far the traffic is backed up in either direction? I know you've been chatting with FHP quite a bit today.
Shannon, I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you right now, but I can tell you that the traffic has been pretty brutal. It's been backed up at least 3-4 miles on 95 itself. I waited in traffic about 30 minutes to get off at mile marker at exit 102, I should say. And then once you get off the highway, you're just dumped into even more traffic. There's an endless stream of cars that have been trying to maneuver around 95 as it kind of turns up and west here as it heads into Martin County. So right now, firefighters still have not been able to tell us when 95 can be reopened, but you can see the smoke is still blowing clear across the highway there as the wind continues to whip up and blow the fire across 95, Jay and Shannon.
All right, Evan Axelbank live in Palm City for us. Evan, thanks so much. Carolyn Schofield continuing our Team 5 coverage from Hope Sound.
She's joining us live with more. And Carolyn, what can you tell us from your vantage point tonight?
Shannon, I apologize for having a hard time hearing you, but I can tell you that to give you a little bit more information about I-95 itself, it's close between Martin Highway and Canner Highway. All cars are having to get off there, and I was coming from the Stuart area earlier this afternoon, and I could tell you the backups coming off of Martin Highway, getting over to the Florida Turnpike, they were tremendous. I would say just dozens and dozens of cars I passed heading eastbound, trying to get over to the Turnpike. So the traffic is a really bad problem. Let me have Andy pan off here, and you can see, again, that's 95 you're looking at right there. And you can see the smoke blowing right over the highway, and that's the big concern this afternoon. We saw a lot earlier, there were a lot of semi-tractor trailers parked along the roadway, couldn't really go anywhere. Then they finally, the Florida Highway Patrol and the road rangers had the semis all back up all the way to Martin Highway then to get off. And listen to one truck driver we talked to, had to stop right as this fire was getting going.
We almost made it, but the state patrolman got ahead of us, so we was at the very beginning, and we just was watching the fire work its way north.
So you can see it's Memorial Day, but there are a lot of truck drivers still It's Memorial Day, but there's a lot of truck drivers still using I-95 to try to get places. In fact, that truck driver we talked to is a milk truck driver trying to get a delivery from all the way from Ohio. He'd been driving for about 1,100 miles trying to get to South Florida, and at this point he has finally been able to turn around and head over to the turnpike. But again, as Evan mentioned, we're not sure how long I-95 will be closed. It's been a couple of hours at this point, and looking at the situation at this point, it looks like it could be quite a while. Back to you.
Carolyn, real quickly, do you know how big this fire is as far as its size? We're getting different reports right now about how many acres have burned or how many acres are being threatened right now.
Well, Jay, I can tell you that at this point, Martin County is trying to call in so many resources just to get ahead of the flames because they're whipping so fast out here because of the wind. At last estimate, we heard it was about 100 acres or so. That was the estimate they gave us. But of course, it's not really an exact figure because there's flames here, there's flames there. It's not an entire area on fire. So it's really difficult at this point to get a real assessment of how large this is. Some good news, I can tell you that it is not threatening any homes at this point. It's a lot of pasture land out here west of I-95 in Martin County. But still, there's a lot of area to burn, and they want to make sure they get this under control and especially get I-95 back open again.
Yes, indeed. Carolyn Schofield near Palm City tonight. Thanks so much for that report.
All right, well, if you are heading out and need to go north or south on I-95 through Martin County, right now your best bet is the turnpike. As you can imagine, traffic on the turnpike has picked up all afternoon. If you by chance are on I-95 and heading north, you'll be getting off at Hope Sound. If you're coming south on I-95, you'll be getting off at Martin Highway. But again, take the turnpike. That's your best bet at this point and give yourself lots of time.
And you heard Carolyn talking about this.